You join me in a random forest in Granton-on-Spey, and hopefully that group of kids have stopped screaming. So I'm in Speyside at the minute, and there's going to be a couple of videos about me talking about my time in Speyside. There's a bug on me, and it was annoying me. I was hoping I'd get through this without paying attention to it, but it was trying to crawl up my arm, so that wasn't happening. Isn't the outdoors something? It's actually gorgeous here. I've spent most of my time just kind of outside amongst rivers and forests and just the general scenery, and it's beautiful. But you didn't click on this to hear about a nice time that I'm having, although I am. I mean, there's been a few. We won't go into it now. Maybe if there's time later. We need to get to the meat and potatoes of this, because God knows how long this camera's going to last. So, let's do day one. The title of this video should probably be something along the lines of I went to Glenallachie and. So that's what we're talking about now. And it's at this point I should bring up the videos of all the stuff I filmed at Glenallachie, because I didn't make a note of the casks. And this is actually going to take a minute, because I have filmed a lot of shit. Oh no, it's not, it's right here. Cool, that's convenient. So I went to Glenallachie. I didn't get to meet Billy Walker. You'll be sad to hear. Do you know what? What I'll do, a bit of clever editing, I will put all the things I drank now, and then I'll splice it together to make it look like I'm a genius. Let's do that. Let's get that shit out of the way. So the tasting that I was doing was a single cask tasting. It didn't come with a tour of the facilities, but you've seen one distillery, you've seen them all. Except that's totally not true, and we'll get into that in the next video, because it turns out there's variations out there. But you guys knew that already. I'm the idiot here. So the first one I tried was a 2008 Moscatel cask. So there was a small group of us. There was 3 tables of 3 each. Just weirdly enough, there was 2 women on my table. That in itself isn't weird, they exist. But they were both also from Edinburgh, which was just... Sure, okay, cool. Yeah, so the first dram, I really liked it. It was sweet, unctuous, honeyed. It needed the water. It was... They're all... Do you know what? I'll put the AVVs up on screen, because screw it. I'm not going to remember all these off the top of my head. It was in its 60s, I'm pretty sure. Look at it now being like a 43% or something. But yeah, beautiful, sweet, dessert-led whiskey. This was one of my favourites straight out the bat, which is kind of awkward, which leads us on to... The second dram was a 2005 Ruby Port Hogshead. Yeah, the Ruby Port... It was aight. It was fine. It was okay. I wasn't getting much out of this. I normally like a port cask. I tend to rave about port casks just in general. But this, I don't know. Maybe I was just on an off day. I'm on kind of an off week at the moment, to be fair, because I'm very ill. I'm not dying, but I'm fairly sick. So, you know, I trekked out in the forest to go and make this when I would much rather just be in bed. So you're welcome. You probably hear it in my voice, actually. That's starting to go. I'm not as ill as Mo has been the last few days, though. Jesus Christ. We went to a cafe on the way here. They gave him fish off of the dog food menu. It wasn't fish dog food. I feel it was just cooked fish. Except I don't think it was fully cooked, and he was up all night with food poisoning, which was scary, because I'm in the middle of an area that everything basically closes at 5 in the evening, so if he needed a vet, I was in trouble. The third single cask was a 2007 ex-peated whiskey cask. They did confirm it's from Islay, because I was like, okay, right, well, you're keeping that open-ended, could be one of your... No, it was an Islay, so there's that mystery over. They didn't say which Islay, but probably odds on not Port Ellen. Yeah, ex-peated cask. This was lovely. It was savoury, rich. It was really interesting. It wasn't smoky. That wasn't something that came through. You know, sometimes when they talk about like ex-peated casks, yeah, this did not have a savoury bone in its body. It definitely had a savoury bone in its body. Sorry, that's the brain fog kicking in. It was very savoury, but it was not smoky, which I'm fine with Michael Tour is out there to kind of scratch that itch. So yeah, I don't mind that this wasn't. It was more just an interesting kind of confluence, I suppose, of whiskies. You know, Islay meets Glenallachie kind of thing. I really enjoyed it. It was really nice. 10 out of 10 top work. Could not tell you where the cask came from because there's just not enough to go on. Just not enough information. I mean, there's probably somebody out there with a much more sophisticated nose and palate. I also hadn't slept because I was up with Mo being sick all night. Again, did I mention that was scary? He's absolutely fine now. He's spry as anything. But yeah, that was a rough 18 hours. Yeah, peated Glenallachie single casks. They be nice. The fourth single cask was actually in the old design. It was a 2008 Madeira barrel. Oh, this next one. This next one was a beaut. This is the only glass that I finished. Now, that's not because I didn't like the other ones, although I definitely had varying opinions. And I think in a tasting like this, you should have varying opinions. If you just go, yeah, there was an American tourist there. Because they haven't worn my nerves down enough working in a pub in Edinburgh by now. But, yeah, and every single time he was asked what he thought of the whiskey, he just went, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice too. Oh, that's nice. That was all he gave. But this one, it was my favourite. Super rich, sweet, unctuous, desserty, almost kind of like a raw sauterne quality, like runny honey, a little bit of kind of bitter orange in there, like a Seville orange rind. It was really just rich and beautiful and lovely and delicious and sexy, and I finished the entire glass because I did not want that one to go to waste. And the last one was a 2008 single cask, which was a PX Hogshead, and it was exclusive for the Dutch market. So if we liked it, which we did, we couldn't buy any. This was good as well. Wasn't quite my favourite. I think I kind of distanced myself from it because he did forewarn us that if we liked it, tough shit. But it was very, very nice all the same. I mean, I'm a sucker for PX. I think anyone who's watched this channel at any length will probably know that it's one of my great weaknesses. That and the modesty. But, yeah. PX cask, Glenallachie. I mean, of course it fucking worked. It was beautiful. He did, as a treat, / buckled from nagging in the room, let us try the 17-year-old, which I believe was yes, it is a distillery exclusive, which is also a PX cask. Very nice. I bought a bottle. Not quite as good as the Dutch, but hey, what are you going to do? On the note of buying stuff, I bought a t-shirt and a badge, and I also did a distillery bottling, the Madeira cask, if memory serves. Again, brain fog, but there's probably a picture of me, like, I didn't get anyone to film me doing the pouring, which is a shame, because there was a lady there, was a bug on my arm again, fuck off you. There was a lady there who was like getting me to take pictures of hers, and I totally could have gotten her to film me doing it, but for some reason I did not do that, because, I don't know, I'm secretly shy or something. And then as bonus content, there's a dog. Yeah, just when you think you've found a private spot, somebody walks past with a dog. And then as a bonus, I went to Aberlour. I ended up getting a t-shirt because I didn't pack any shirts, because I packed when I was drunk. That's a long story. That's another video entirely, actually. And I bought a bottle of whiskey. The end. So yeah, that was Glenallachie. Like I said, didn't do a tour. Just kind of got to try some single casks, which I'm glad I did, because they were delightful. Have you guys tried any Glenallachie single casks? I'm going to have to wrap this up now because I want to film another one and the battery is not going to last much longer. So let me know if you've tried any Glenallachie single casks. The tour looks like it was a lot of fun. There was people that came back from it around about the same time we were done with the tasting, and they said they enjoyed themselves. You do also get a discount in the distillery shop if you do the tour beforehand, which is quite nice. But you don't get it with the tasting, which is a shame, I guess. But whatever. Yeah, that's everything I have to say. I can hear sheep approaching, so that's fun.